and whoa, and we're live, and we're live. It's late. It's late. It's not gonna be long. Look at me with my glasses on. Like, am I beating like the drunken double vision with these? Maybe because I had them on like most of the night. Like sometimes you get like the non-wearing glasses headache, and Legendary Gaming, good man, good to see you. And you've been saying it's been a while, and it's been a while since I've been told by fucking Reek 2 again. Even though it's not Reek 2, it's Legendary Gaming, but he chased them off the trail. Like, eh. And you're 100%. I do look like Tom Hardy, like broad shoulder, like Tom Hardy, like Lawless, Tom Hardy, Bane. Yeah, you're right. I do 100% look exactly like him. Unless because you're saying with the glasses. Yeah, and you know how I do. Like, I have to have dead poop on everything. Like, I have to like focus. Dead poop ring. Uh, but I have a pair of prescription glasses that say dead poop. Boom. 420. Dead poop 420 because I know as well as you know on Google if you write dead poop that don't mean shit. If you write dead poop, it'll try to make you say dead. Oh, did you mean Deadpool? Nope. And if you try to like write dead poop 420, it's like, oh, do you mean Deadpool 420 separated? Nope. And then if you do, that's like 5 pages, like 5 pages of me, like just like owning Google. Dead poop 420, no spaces on Google. Man, I own that shit. 4 pages worth. 5 pages worth. It's like, oh man, Twitter, Slight Mansion. Like we're talking about like page like 3 and 4, right? Because the less relevant it kind of begins. It's almost like someone talked about me on page like 4 and 5. But guess what? Google still knows it's me. Like, it still knows it's me. You know, Dead Poop 420. No spaces on Google. I not only own, I run celebrity of the 5 first pages of it, of Google. And here I am sticking my foot in my mouth. Maybe you haven't even heard of Google. You see, they made a word in the dictionary of it. Like, yeah, I didn't get with the fucking times, you fucking dinosaurs. And yeah, Legendary Gaming's in the Jesus. Like I said, Papa Kale's in the Jesus. Legendary Gaming is a troll. Deadpool made internet history. And you know what though? Legend is a lovable troll that I love. Man, I love his trolling. Like trolling is a thing. Trolling is a humor. Just like cringe is a humor. Like some of my videos are cringe on purpose. Like, man, do I know they're cringe? Hell yes. And sometimes cringe is the new funny, and I understand that, and I'm okay steering my own ship in that wheelhouse. Like a little little cringe voyage isn't that bad. It's like rain on your wedding day with an out of tune just to make it that great. You know what I mean? Like, and who'd have thought it cringes with a little bit of humor here? You know, And man, I get it. I get it because Ferg tells me he doesn't get it. Ferg's like, man, what the fuck's up with all this like bullshit on your channel? And I'm like, dude, you don't get it. But that just the fact that you're talking about, because no news is good news with Ferg, and you know what's better than no news is bad news. When Ferg tells me he's like not a fan of my, or like not liking that one, it's almost like, okay, I'm onto something here, because that means Ferg don't comment, and he's willing to do like a telephone comment, like a real life comment. And isn't that the ultimate trolling? Like a trolling is like a keyboard warrior, like you know what I mean, like old Rusty Nuts, 1994 is in his fucking mom's basement, tickety tickety tick. Ah, that poop. Your the videos were like so. That's fucking troll. You know what? Ferg beats that because he never comments on a video. He'll tell me in real life. And if Ferg takes the time to tell me in real life that this video is fucking too weird for him, I'm like, I'm on to something. Because if it's too weird for you, it's going to be like too weird for whatever troll that stumbles upon it. You know what I mean? I'd like to say, oh man, that would be like for hundreds of trolls. No, I don't even get hundreds of views anymore. It'd be like, but yeah, some trolls. And I like trolling. Like I said, trolling's a comedy, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Then you can cut deep. I was like, oh man, that poop. I don't believe you're in the tip top, tip top, top performance health. Like, you know what I mean? You're not an athlete at this point in your life. And then you know what I would do? I was like, haha. Hopefully it's worded funnier than that. Like it would have to be worded for me to. But then I would be like, okay, that cuts deep. Haha, touche, my friend. I shall look at your profile, do a little homework, come up with something, and then I will just rip you up. You're done. You're done. Like, you know what I mean? Like you brought your verbal knife fight to my gunfight, and I will just end you. You know what I mean? And you could be that fitness guy, but man, there's a chink in your armor somewhere, and I'll find it. Like I will find your chink. You know what I mean? Not to be sounding like fucking Tony Hinchcliffe, but I will find your chink in your armor. And that's like a funny relevant tag for current tagline. Unless you guys don't watch Kill Tony, and you don't have to, but be a lot cooler if you did. Like truthfully, where's my claw at? And where's my claw at? You know what I mean? You can even diss the claws. Like that's material right there. It's like you could be like even be an unoriginal bastard. Be like just Google what White Claw jokes, White Claw disses, and it's like bet you sit down you pee, bet you this because of White Claw. Where do you keep your White Claws, in a cooler or in a purse? You know what I mean? And then guess what? I'll do my research and I will troll you back. You get at me, and I'll get at you. Like that's how that works. That's how, guys. Anyone. That's how that works. That's how that works. Like point simple, plain simple. That's how that works. know what I'm saying? I should open this window. I have so many windows I could potentially. I have 4 windows to open here if I do want it. Like if I want outdoors, indoors, I got 4 windows, and I could easily make that happen. Like, how many walls do you own in your room? Oh, what, 4 walls? Like every human being in the world? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're on the same playing level field right now, but I have 4 windows in one room. Isn't that 1 wall per window? Like count wise, but guess what? I do have. I do. Why am I so short? Like, was it just the tip of my head? One wall does have 2 windows, so yes, 4 walls, 4 windows, but one wall is windowless. There's my chink in my armor. Big old Asiatic chink in it, right in my armor. Tony Hinchcliffe, and that's from before. Sam is here. Oh, Sam here's in the Heezius. Sam here is here, and good to see you, my friend. Triple hat flip roll in the two. How you do? You know what I mean? He doesn't understand the genius. Nice glasses. Thank you. And their prescription, they help me see. Legendary Gaming found Rictu's Achilles heel. And I don't know how he could just quit me cold turkey like that. Quit me cold turkey in the beginning. It's almost like heroin. I wish him well, but man, shouldn't he fall off the wagon like a little bit down the road? It's like, oh man, you beat the dead poop heroin, but eventually, because I'm not heroin and I'm harmless, so go ahead and do me a little more down the road. Like, quit me, leave me, and then baby, come back. You know what I mean? Baby, come back to me, right? I thought white claws were for the younger generation, though. And that's what I mean, legendary gaming. That's clever. That's, you're pretty much saying I'm old. And do you even lift, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen your fake weights video, and you know when you pump iron, and that's why I use a quotation mark. A lot of them are like plastic weights, fill it with cement, and you can just like hollow the cement out or whatever's out, and then you're like just fake weighting, just like Legend does. Like, you know what I mean? Just fake weighting videos, like, oh, look at me at the gym, and then realistically, it's just a arm flex video without him even lifting. So it's like there's not even any video proof of him just like never lift. So he never lifts. Like, you know what I mean? Do you even lift, bro? That's what I mean. Uh, you like what you like, I guess. Oh, Lingley's in his house. Not a fan of the claws. Yeah, but I'm French, so I grew up on Perrier. Like to me, it's like, oh man, a good cold Perrier's not horrible time. And then guess what? This Perrier has booze, right? So you know what I mean. It's almost like, oh, you've had a chip before. Let me just have some dip with it. And here we are on the claws, and it seems a little bit more normal like that. Called your, yeah, okay, yeah, like at 9 I saw a private number, and Lingley, you know what happens when a private number calls me? You don't answer that shit. Like, I know all my friends and they don't come up private. So I don't answer a private call. Private calls like a bill collector or a survey guy. Have you ever heard the word of Jehovah via the telephone? Like, you know what I mean? Or Skip the Dishes wants to review how good fucking Khabib did on his fucking Dairy Queen delivery. Like, fuck that. I got better shit to do than that. But had I known it was you, if you would have gotten on private, Nazi showed up, and you show up on my phone, Scott Langley, I would answer it because you're not a private call, like possibly a bill collector. You know, what if Rick Two passed? Man, what if Rick Two had like a plan A, B, or C for any scenario? Rick Two's not dead. Rick Two is gonna outlive us all. Like, you know what I mean? If anything, a more plausible scenario, Legendary Gaming is Rick Two. You know what I mean? Legendary Gaming is Rick Two. He's that much of a troll where he like fooled us all to think that he like cared for a bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like Rick, because Rick 2 cared, right? And then here's Legend out in the shadows, down a dark alley. Once we all fall in love with Rick 2. Legendary Game is like, like, mwahahaing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, total evil laugh. Mwahaha. That's more along his style. The French have yeah, we do have good water, Sam. Like the best. Have you ever heard of a mountain? If so, we the French we spring it. We sprang that thing, you know. I'm calling you regarding your vehicle extended award. Love it, Rick too. I mean, I love Ross Creations. Oh man, is your phone broken? Because I've been trying to get a hold of you for your car's extended warranty. I love it. I love it. Urine keeps him strong. Keeps him strong and probably young. Like, you know how you're not supposed to drink urine? Like everything in your body and everything, and like as far as the taste goes, says you shouldn't drink urine. Um, Rick 2 drank so much urine that it's probably a cure for something, because usually the stuff that doesn't taste good is the medicine. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, he will live to be like a cool, crisp 100 and up. I could see him being a 100 and up. It all makes sense now. Need your advice on a dirty deed. Do dirt cheap, but I found a solution. Man, you know what that sentence is? It's do you mind if I ask you for a question? But I already did it, so I don't need to ask a question. So that cancels each other out, and that makes it a useless sentence. Ling, Ling, Ling. You just wrote a useless sentence, Ling. And I don't know if there's like a automatopoeia word for that, or run on, or simile, but they should. You just wrote a Lingly sentence, Ling. You know what I mean? 8 words to mean nothing. Evian Perrier. There's a Chinese proverb: a strong medicine tastes bad. And that's right. You ever heard of like fish oil? Like, I'm old enough that like it's almost like, oh man, son, what do you have? A tummy ache? What do you have? Like a sore knee? What do you have, son? Do you have like a whistling nose? Then you need some fish oil. And fish oil was like used for like ting, like, you know what I mean? You don't feel with fish oil. And I have all kinds of Snickle Fritz weed. It's nothing to brag. I'm not gonna say I got the old fucking Snoop Doggy Kush or the this or that. I got that cheap weed from a ghetto dispensary, and the price is right. The price is right. The price is right. There's one that was super cheap with a shit ton of seeds, and when I say a shit ton, like The inconvenience of the seeds is an inconvenience. Boom, for one price. And then for the similar price is like great weed, but it's bottom of the bags, little nooks and like nooks and nugs and flakes. And so I got both. I got three kinds. I got four kinds. You know what I mean? You should have proofread it. Maybe Rick 2 has sweet diabetic piss. And man, he might have fucking figured out the new lemonade, but realistically, unless Joe Rogan is there, offer me like $500,000 just to even try a fucking shot glass worth of piss. I'll always say no because I'm a free man. Like I'm a free man in the world, and you're not the boss of me. And I don't think there's an argument winning that could like make me have to want to drink piss. Like, no thanks, Rick 2. But in in a survivalist situation world, and I see him thriving so well. Let's say like he's like all kinds of energy because there's nothing, and he's just been drinking this piss. I'd be like, all right, maybe I'll try it because I might die in a day or two. But beyond that, I don't think Joe Rogan could entice me with a price for a piss fucking little shoddy. You know what I mean? Like it's not Sen season with it's Rona season. It's not piss season. Like you know, bro. I'm not functioning right since I gave up drinking cold turkey. Sober 5 days now. Oh man, Ling, congratulations, dude. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear, dude. Um, buy the cheapest smoke. Buy the cheapest. Smoke more if you want to get it. And dude, I believe in that philosophy. It's like, okay, yeah, it's Nickel Fritz. Let's roll a big old fucking Snoop Doggy Dog fucking cannon. Like let's call it a double paper or just one full one, right? And it's so cheap. It's like, boom, let me snuff this out and then get right to rolling again. And I'm okay with that because I enjoy the rolling part of it. Like this is not work. This is not a job. Like doing this is not a job. I enjoy rolling. Like I'm not complaining about it. Like, oh man, I gotta lay down a flooring in an apartment. This is not laying down a flooring in an apartment. This is just prepping up a sweet fucking Mary Jane J. You know what I mean? And I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I made my peace with the Lord, and the Lord wants me to fucking smoke the devil's lettuce. You know. Sometimes you gotta get good deals on shake. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. McFluffy nips in the motherfucking nippiest of his uses. And what's up, nippers? Bro, I've been pretty stressed this week. Seeing you online brought my mood up. Man, good to see you, and I'm glad to see you here. And I've been streaming that much, and I man, this is man. If I were to give you a time check right now, you'd be like, oh man, that's so late. Came home from like drinking heavily, and I was like, I I I want to hang out with you guys, and I want to like well, that's probably it. Hang out with you guys. UI custom, and I don't know if I could say UI any better, or if that's like something I should like company I should know, or like almost like what was it? Yeah, Nelly. UI. If you ain't right, then you custom right. Yeah. Oh, why are you in your tool shed? It's not a tool shed. It's kind of a man cave. Do you want me to give you like a tour if you want? It's like that's a bunk bed loft area where a fella could sleep or throw boxes. This is kind of the cool, and I had a fire and a lot of it was boxed up, and I haven't. This is kind of the tool area and boxes, and there's boxes. That's the stairs to go up there, and there's like a little radio station back there. There's my second one. Not to brag, but I have two windows on one wall, and I don't know how rich you are. I don't know if you normally just like one window per wall or every other wall has a window, but like I said, and I don't mean to brag. I don't know if I'm coming off cavalier. I don't know if I'm coming off cavalier, bro, but one wall does have two windows. Like, and and honestly, I'll be straight up. I'm not in the rich part of town. Like, don't let people know I have two windows and one wall around here, because then the next thing you know, they're gonna think I have like gold coins underneath my like mattress. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit'll get crazy. Like, that's why the two windows on this one wall. Here I am fucking bragging again. Is towards the rear of my house, so people don't really see it. And they have working screens. Oh man, and no, I just hated myself for that comment. Like not everyone does have like two perfect like factory screens. Like the flies and mosquitoes aren't getting in. Like I should just shut up. I'm coming across as a douche. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm coming across really douchey right now. Like two windows, two screens, not a fucking cut in them. And it doesn't even smell like cat pits back here at all. On a side note, what man, what a beautiful evening! Like, I don't know if you see the night. What a beautiful evening! And good, quick question for those of y'all that saw it. Did you guys see my giant 4x4 banner? Isn't that kind of like silly and exaggerated, but almost in a good way? Like Jay was like, man, dead poop. He calls me dead poop almost, but he calls me. He's like, hey Matt, why don't you order a banner? And I'm like, what do you mean a banner? He's like, oh man, you could order a banner and put up on the walls here. And he proceeds by telling me like a great website to order it from. And after a little bit of investigating, I was like, the prices are very reasonable. I will get a giant banner, more than life size. There's a bigger me over there than me currently in real life. And I don't know if I don't know if you guys own, you guys, I don't know if you guys own a bigger than you real life banner, but it's almost like something. And the fact that it has grommets on it, that leads you to believe you're versatile. You're versatile and you can fit anywheres in life. So there's a bigger me somewhere's out in this world right now that I paid for, hanging up on a wall majestically. And you know what? He could transition easily in life to fit in anywhere else because of the fucking brass grommets. And I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot just in general. You know what I mean? Like, hey, We heard about you over here, and then a little ways down the road, like, I also heard about you over here. And you know what I say to those people? Fucking straight up, grommets. Grommets. And that's how your life should be run. My life should be run off of grommets. Where, okay, yes, a hardy foundation, a good screw through, to lead you to believe you're a permanent structure, like a good screw through, is one thing. But a grommet in life lets you know that you're here to last. You're in a grommet. I've taken great attention to make sure you're not a one-time use. You're definitely not a one-time use, but guess what? You could be rehung, you know? And I often think about my hungability in life. Sometimes this question. I'm not God's gifts to hung abilities, but sometimes I think I'm a one-time use, like, 1, 2 times use, and then after that, am I useless? Oh man, did I just make this stream fucking depressed? Am I useless in life? Tear, and then the tear comes down. Then then we am I even on camera? Then we talk about our feelings, like. I wish I could have achieved more, or just one of my multiple jobs, just like, not even be better because I was always the best, but almost be like, because I've quit jobs off dickness. It's like, man, great job, great pay, but man, I work with some fucking dicks and idiots. Like, you know what I mean? Some dicks and dickheads, and that makes me want not to be there. And realistically, maybe you don't be there, but I choose not to be there. But maybe you should not have been there. And me just suck it up, because as an adult, even my current job, there's, let me throw the correct number. There's one personality that's kind of a little gameish for me. But older me's like, and that's been around, is like, you can't escape it. You cannot. You can't escape these fools. Like I pity the fool, and there's fools everywheres, and almost like suck it up, suck it up a little bit. Like, it can't be perfect. You're chasing perfect, but it can't be perfect. You know what I mean? And watch this, watch this, watch this, and then I'll get caught up on the, what's that one window over there? It's kind of hidden. Like, I don't want to like direct. Oh no, actually, it's not hidden. Boom. Or no, that's the one that's not, this one's hidden. There's one behind there. Trust me, there's a window back there. I wouldn't say I own a Lambo without actually having a Lambo. I could move that, and like, you guys don't all see the Lambo, but I'm gonna open that second window on my one wall. Just for flow, just for airflow, you know what I mean? Let Oh man, it was I haven't even been handling my window well, because that was unlocked. I was unlocked and very easy to open. Zab is in his house, or even Zabevin. Zab and Zabevin. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. Also hanging off the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Try to holler at me. And Zabe loves banners. McFluffy is in agreement with Zabe. Zabe, you're fitting in. You're fitting in. Is the LG penis still under the bridge? Of course it is. Who would re-graffiti over top of my graffiti? And I can't stop a man if I'm not there, right? And yes, graffiti happens, and in like Cat Stevens worlds, I don't know if it's what let all these children play, and he like really elongates the play. I don't know if you guys know that Cat Stevens song, but here's the children play, and he really play. But if someone does spray over top of it, let me point out a can. Let me over here. There's another can. There's a can. There's a can. And even if I have to go with like fucking latex house paint, I'll do it. I'll just repaint over top. You know what I mean? We'll keep the LG peen alive. You know what I mean? Right underneath the bridge. And then there's the chef, and then there's dead poop. And if there's a clever policeman, all he would have to do is just Google dead poop 420. One word. He would have to like type it right, because otherwise it might send him on a wild goose chase. But the 5 first pages of Google. Easy. You deserve a billboard, dead poop. Well, this 4x4 banner is like, to me, is pretty darn close to a billboard feel. It's bigger than life. Like, I'm standing in front of it, and it's like bigger than life size. Like, you know. So that's fine. Is Tater jealous of all your windows? Tater lives. I'm very close to the ghetto of the West Side. Like you know, straight up. Tater also lives on the West Side, but in a way, way, way better part. Like, I do run a tight ship with my grass. My neighbors not so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a nice grass in his backyard. He's keeping up with the Joneses. Out here, I don't really have Joneses. I just like run a tight grass ship. But yeah, he could have 2 windows on a wall out there. Wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think he does. Like, honestly, I don't think he does. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he lives in a real nice part of West Side, but I don't think it's 2 windows per wall nice. Like, let's call a spade here. Like, two fucking windows. And no, I can't give you guys too many details about how I even got these. The fact that I have 2 windows is super shady. Like, that in itself is a shady deal. The fact that I'll even have 2 windows right here. Possibly a word that rhymes with mod. Or is it? Oh, down, like, please don't use this video. Johnny Azul's in the motherfucking Jesus. Jesus. He in the Jesus. And yeah, let me reiterate about earlier that was said. It's late as fuck here. Man, ever since I opened up the second window on my wall, the sound from the sides, you know what, it's dark out, but you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing the early birds chirps. Like, you know what I mean? Like that twiddly, like the sun's gonna come out of it, twiddly, and because at nighttime, when it's like pure night, like midnight and on, these birds are fucking scared. Worried about them night predators not making a chirp. But right now that the sun's gonna come out soon, they're like with the second window open, I can hear clear as day. They're like tweedly, tweet, 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 chirp, chirp, shoot, shoot, shoot. You know what I mean? You heard that? You guys heard that? Sweet, sweet. And you know how they do. You know how they do. If you were a thief, which window is the easiest to break into? On my two window wall, you'd have to like show up with either a rock to break the window, and I think the earth near my house would offer a rock quite easily without a prayer to Jesus. You could just like not ask for a favor of the Lord Jesus Christ and easily find a rock and smash a window. But you would need a ladder. For my two window, you would need a ladder. But this one comes to my deck, right? And if you're ballsy enough to like just break a window, I have like feet level windows in here. So I've like you know what I mean. I don't know if you want to Ocean's 11 my place or how would you do it to me? It's almost like when George Clooney like butters up the casino boss or the casino. Anyways, yeah, the ground level windows you should break to get in. But on my two window wall, bring a ladder, bro. Bring a ladder, and I don't know if you're familiar with those, but at the top there's this little like toggle switch. Be like, let me switch this to like non-entry. Why don't you not be able to lift this up and make a big sound to break through? And then if you wake me up, I have tools for that. Like I have tools for that. Like, yeah, I work in paint and this and that, but I'm also proficient in just keeping someone out. Like I have tools for it. Like I'm really good. Like just wanting to keep someone out of my house that doesn't should be not in there. And I bought tools for it. Like I didn't get them at Home Depot. I got them somewhere else, but I have tools for keeping people up, and I'm good at painting, flooring, and stuff like that. Like these are just some of the works I do. Like just some of the works I do. You know what I mean? Make a place look real good, and just keeping someone that shouldn't be in out. Yeah. I hear seagulls. And Legendary Gaming, no, you don't. All right. Yeah, you do. You do. Do you? Yeah, you do. You do. You do. You do. 100% you do. I was mixing up two birds, and I don't know how many birds you know. I know enough to be able to mix up two. And this is weird about the West Side. And somebody pointed it out to me, and I was like, "Fuck, you're fucking right. This is weird." So on the West Side, in my backyard, yes, we have seagulls, and the seagulls chase the eagles, like they'll gang up on them. And I remember seeing seagulls all the time. Like, yes, we have seagulls, and then me and a guy from work, we were working like in the North End, which is just like a bridge ride away. Let's call it, I don't know, a 5-minute car ride or a 20-minute walk. Um, that far away from the West Side, because we have like a crazy smelly like polluting mill. Just a 20-minute walk away. You know what birds they have that we don't? Fucking pigeons. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, you're right. On the West Side of town, I've never seen a fucking pigeon. Like we're like pigeonless. Like man, like for some reason, I don't know if it's like the pollution in the air for whatever reason. Everywhere in the world, there's fucking the pigeons exist, right? Like we've all heard of pigeons. But on the west side of St. John, there's like, yeah, there's seagulls, but man, there's not a pigeon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if someone I know is like, man, I fucking had a BB gun, shot a pigeon, killed it, and I'd be like, where do you live? And they're like, I live on the west side. I was like, that's not where you shot it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a detective. I'm going to solve this case. You know what I mean? He's not going to reveal all the information of this crime because you can't shoot a pigeon anyways, right? He's like, well, where do you live? What side? It was like, well, that's not where you shot. Yes, and he's like, yeah, we were over on the north end. We shot it. I was like, all right, that makes more sense. Story is now plausible. Then I'll ask a few more questions. And bottom line, you didn't not shoot a fucking pigeon on the west side, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you fucking liar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, after a few questions in, you could almost like cut the, like, you fucking liar. You fucking piece of shit. You did not shoot a fucking pigeon on the west. Like, you could almost like be bold enough, almost be sure enough of yourself after a little research. It's like, all right, in your head, you're like, this guy's straight up lying. I know for a fact. I'm sold. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sold in my own head, and then verbally, what comes out? You fucking liar, piece. You never shoot no fucking pigeon on the west side, piece of shit. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't just. There's no pigeons, and that's different. And maybe because they don't like that pot mill smoke or something. I don't know. That's weird. Neat factoid. Neat factoid. Yell at the birds and tell them to keep it down. We were trying to stream it. I can't do that because I don't know if you're familiar with bird ears. But I'm not. But maybe we hear better, and I have neighbors that are a little closer than these birds, or that I more care about their opinions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, although, like I said, like before, I've said this like quite a few times before. I got pellet guns. There's shit you could shoot at. Is there necessarily targets out all the time for pellet guns? No, not really. But when I hand out a gun to people that don't know, everyone gets the spiel. You can't shoot at a fucking cat or a bird. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. Here, so shoot this. Can't shoot a cat or a bird. Birds are majestic, and cats belong to someone. Now, that being said, did I say, oh, you can't shoot at anything alive in the backyard? No. There are some fucking things that's like purely okay that I would high five you for doing so. Like a gopher, like a body shot on a raccoon. If you see a rat out there, just shoot that fucking right in the eyeball or in the head, wherever you need to. But I know well enough that wouldn't stop her. None of this would stop any of this. Like, even a rat could take one right point blank right to the fucking skullet, and it would still take quite a few more. And that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. You have traps like Home Alone. I did have traps. There's a lot of like one year. In 19 years, it was like 3 times where the rats were like fucking major issue. And bam, it's a war zone, and I'm ready. First time was a learning curve. Second times I was like fucking ruthless. But anyways, I come across this like fucking design where it's like this wood box. Let's say the shape of a mailbox, and then the only opening, even though it has like a door on hinge and you like fucking wire down, so that's how you get to it. But anyways, the opening is very small, so a cat couldn't get into this mailbox size trap, but a rat can or something smaller. And then inside there's a straight up rat trap. Fashambom, baboomsh. You know what I mean? Gotcha. But I'm not hurting a cat. You know what I mean? Like, because you're asking about traps, and that was great. And it's almost like once you make a pattern for something, it's so much easier and quicker. Man, this one day I was like, just had a chop saw going. I was like, cha 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 cha. I made like fucking 8 of those, like 8 of these like antique cats, but fucking crazy cat rat killers. You know what I mean? They're like all over here, like one here, one here, one here, and I don't know if you would feel like God or possibly the devil at this point. Um, just someone of power, like a politician at the very least. But I got the population down. Like my actions caused some like great grievances. With this trap, like you know what I mean. Like I was checking the traps and nailed it. Uh, springed it. Snap. No, I didn't see Scotty tonight, but he did pop into the stream for a little bit. I guess he hasn't been drinking. He hasn't been drinking for a bit. He was saying, uh, it's seagull territory. It's like blood and crip shit. No, because the rest of the world, they commingle and they're just not out here. I think the fucking pigeons are more like nose sensitive to something that they don't like around here. Like, you know what I mean? I have a video of a crow eating a pigeon. Man, crows eat roadkill. Crows. I hate it when I fucking don't can't think of the word. Is not a predator. Not a predator. Not a carnivore. But like a buzzard, like a vulture. Whatever. Is the West Side arsonist still at large? That I don't know, and you never know. You never know, dude. Like, okay, if everyone ever says this about me, I'll be so upset. I will tell you off, and I will tell you reasons why you're being told off. I am not a snitch, but in my life, because I am a family man, a parent, you know what I mean? I run on like a decent ship here. I've called the cops a couple times for shit that didn't have anything to do. I saved the guy's life here, and I've told that story. I won't tell it again. But I've also called the cops for just like adulting, just for fucking adulting before too. Like down here, down the rape trail. This was when I was geocaching. There was the fucking safe of the corner store of the store up the street. And there's all these envelopes like lotto money, this money, okay. Like the normal person, you know what I did? I went through it all, made sure there wasn't a fucking dime in these, all this shit, because the whole safe was there. Like, you know what I mean? And after there's nothing there, I was like, call the cops. Like, you know what I mean? I was with my kids, and they're like, Dad, what should we do about that if you think it's stolen? Because I was geocaching, right? And I was like, oh, well, maybe we should let someone know. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, I found, like, there's, like, a stash of, like, stolen bikes back there. I called the cops on that. Like, almost like dad shit. Like, did I feel great about fucking calling the police over fucking adulting dad shit? No. Did I have white New Balance on my feet, sneakers, when I called them? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Like, just barbecuing, just complaining. That's what happens sometimes when you grow up. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're like,